Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.
Well, if you are one of the millions of people across the country that is yet to get a real ID, you're in luck. Once again, the Department of Homeland Security has pushed the start date back, this time by 2 years.
We've heard this story a few times.
Yes, we have.
5 on your side's Tracy Hinson spoke with Homeland Security about why Real ID rules have now been delayed for the 4th time. Tracy.
And Mike, the first deadline was in 2008. States pushed back then. Then October 2020 was the next goal, but for obvious reasons, that deadline was delayed. Then came 2021 and then 2023, both citing COVID hardship for the deferment. Now the new goal date is May 2025. The reason?
There's backlogs in the state DMV offices, and as a result, we want to make sure they're able to clear those backlogs, but also able to issue more Real ID compliant driver's licenses.
Why the backlogs?
Many motor vehicle administration offices were closed for the pandemic. People couldn't either renew or in person. And of course, the idea of getting a Real ID became more complicated by that.
The new date to have that Real ID in your hands at the TSA checkpoint is May 2025.
What travelers need to know is that doesn't mean that you can't go today, next month, to get your Real ID, to make sure you're ready for when this law is enforced.
You might already have a Real ID and not know it. In both Missouri and Illinois, your card will have a gold star in the corner.
Real ID requires 4 things. It requires a proof of citizenship in the United States, a proof of your identity, your social security number, and a proof of residency in the state.
Lori says now is the time to make it happen.
We don't want to see you on May 7th, 2025 at the checkpoint with your non-ID compliant driver's license, where the TSA officer will have no choice but to turn you away because you don't have an acceptable form of identification.
Even if you don't plan to travel, Lori says don't bet on it.
Let me tell you, there's a segment of the population that says, oh, I don't travel, I don't fly. You never know. You can never predict where things may take you.
The usual place for needing a Real ID is the airport, but nuclear power plants and federal facilities, including military bases, also require the Real ID.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.